Hi, hello, welcome back to Giggles with Chloe, a little space where I put my heart on a platter and I remind myself of some things. And today I'd like to remind myself of saying it. Tell the people you love them. Tell the people that you are grateful. Tell them that when you see their messages pop up, you feel good and it makes you smile. Tell them that actually at some point in the day you thought about them. Tell them that when you were listening to this music, it made you think of them. I think that sometimes we kind of take relationships and people for granted and we kind of forget that it feels nice. You're not saying it out of a need to prove that you love them. You're not saying it out of a need to reassure them. It's not from lack that you are saying this, but it's from basic love. You know, you love yourself so much. You love yourself enough that you don't want to keep that love from you. You know, you want to share it. And I feel like we're kind of evolving in this age where nonchalance, how do you say this? Nonchalance makes you isolate yourself. Nonchalance makes you think and feel that loving someone comes from a place of lack, when no, it doesn't. I think we need to come back to the basic and realizing that loving someone is acknowledging the fact that, okay, I mean, at least for me, when it comes to my perception about it, is, okay, we're both in a relationship, or we're both in a situation. We acknowledge the fact that we bring 100% and 100% or more to the table. You know, we're not 50-50. We are 100 and 100. And we acknowledge the fact that, yes, if you leave, if you do this, I'm not going to be broken. I'm going to be okay. It's going to be hurtful. It's going to pain. My heart will be in pain, but I will be okay. Because I know myself, because I love myself, and I have enough love for myself, you know. You leaving isn't going to break me. Therefore, I know that I love myself. Therefore, I know that I am someone without you as well. Therefore, even if you don't say you love me, I love myself, you know. But I think in a relationship, and what makes the difference is the frequency you will actually, even knowing that the person knows that you love them. Obviously, I know that my mum loves me. Obviously, I know that my dad loves me. Obviously, I know that my sisters and brothers love me. But hearing it from them feels so good. You know, I'm allowed to be like, oh, you love me. You love me. I'm allowed to, like, I don't know, it just brings something to the table. Okay, I feel like us being in a relationship and being together and being around each other is one thing that is existing, but then actually sharing things and communicating and laying your heart on a platter, that is living. That is for me the big difference. And I've lived this not in I've lived this recently I found myself in a situation where I was in front of a person telling me, Chloe, okay, we are together, but I feel like we're just human beings sharing a space, you know. I don't feel like we are making something together. I don't feel like we are building something together. Yes, I know that you love me. Yes, I know that you care. But it feels nice to hear. Not because I need to hear it from you. I know that you love me and I love myself, so I don't need to hear it from you. But it actually makes the whole space. It actually builds the inner world that we share and that we want to build, you know, our inner world. And yeah, I think realizing that you are lacking communication, realizing that you are like, I'm not asking you, Chloe, to share too much. I'm not asking you to actually pour all your emotions in a relationship or in communicating with someone. No. All I'm asking for you is to allow yourself to love. Allow yourself to share the raw emotions in the moment. If you are feeling like happy, grateful, thankful for someone, don't keep it out of ego. Don't keep it out of nonchalance. Don't keep it out of you thinking that they are not grounded enough, so you're not going to tell them so that they don't get attached. That is, entre guillemets, their problem. they have to deal with that themselves. If you stay there protecting them, oh, not going to say this, not going to say that, well, they're going to keep on thinking. I mean, I don't know, you're not really helping them. And I feel like, at least I want to allow myself to remember that you are allowed to say that you love someone. You are allowed to say that you are so grateful for them. You are allowed to say that you are so thankful for them, you know. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you lack. It doesn't mean that you're saying it out of because you feel like they need to hear it. No, you're just saying it because you actually value this person for who they are, and you care for them, and you want them to know. You know that they know, but it feels good to hear. You know that, and so you will do it. And yeah, I want to remind myself constantly to share my gratefulness for people, share my thankfulness for people, share how being around them and even knowing them at some point in my life was such a blessing, you know. And yeah, I want to keep that in mind. I want to keep that in my heart. And yeah, thank you for sticking by. I hope that you are allowing yourself to love and sharing the love and sharing it with people, allowing them to know that you are love, you know. And yeah, keep loving, guys. Keep loving, Chloe. I love you. See you in the next one.